Hi, Neelima. Namaste, all of
Hi.
you. Yes.
So Auntie just wanted to inform that I went live and you can start the session whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, then we can probably start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Namaste, everyone, and thank you for joining in this session. And today's message is from Master Shiva. So, Master Shiva is one of the important gods of Hindu mythology. He belongs to the Trinity. Lord Brahma in Hindu mythology is considered to be the creator, and Lord Vishnu is the preserver of the universe, and Lord Shiva is considered to be the destroyer. That means he balances everything in this universe by destructing whatever is created time to time, because everything which is created is supposed to be destroyed. That's what Hindu mythology says. And basically uh, this we should understand that Lord Shiva is the essence of all of us. He is inside us and we are Shiva. When our soul is in our body, so we are considered to be Lord Shiva himself. And when the soul moves out of the body, when we leave our breath, then permanently, then our body is considered to be dead. And when there is no soul, that means when there is no Shiva, we in Hindi or in Sanskrit, it is called as Shiv. And when the Atma is present, it is called the Shiva Tattvam. That means the essence of Shiva's consciousness. Shiva is nothing but consciousness, and it is said that he didn't take birth from any human body. He didn't have any parents, but he was Swayambhu. That means he himself, he created himself, and that consciousness is everywhere now in this universe. They say that he is still meditating. He continuously meditates, and he is the example of the power of meditation. So there is a lot to learn from Mahadev Shiva, who is also called Mahadev, and who is a master of meditation, and he is considered to be the Adi Yogi, and he was the first master of yoga. From him this yoga was created. Yoga means the alignment of mind, body and soul. So here in meditation, mind, body and soul are aligned, and this is what happens during meditation. And yes, we'll be listening to Master Shiva's wisdom, great wisdom. And before listening to his wisdom, let us all meditate. My dear friends, I request you all to sit in meditation. Let us sit comfortably, and by clasping our fingers into fingers and interlocking our feet, closing our eyes, sitting in a very comfortable position, let us again and again come back to our breath, find our breath, until and unless we go into the depths of our inner consciousness. When we reach that empty state, nothing is needed. We should just be in that consciousness, in our consciousness, in our self-realization, where this Shiva's consciousness is residing. We are all Shivas. Each and every one is Shiva. Shiva is a representation of the divine consciousness, the energy. We are all energy beings, and we should realize ourselves in this lifetime. We should realize the Shiva's consciousness in us. He is urging us to meditate. That means realize our own divine self, true self. The first song which I'm going to sing is the translation of Nirvana Ashtakam by Sri Jagadguru Sankaracharya, and this is written in Hindi. This song is defining the Shiva Tattva, that means our soul. The whole song is about ourselves. So all through the meditation, let us feel that we are Shiva. Shiva is not only outside but inside us. Let us find Shiva in us and in each and every being, in each and every particle in this universe. Please continue your meditation. न मन हो न बुद्धि न चित्त अहंकार न जिव्या नयन नासिका कर्ण द्वार न मन हो न बुद्धि न चित्त अहंकार न जिव्या नयन नासिका कर्ण द्वार न चलता न रुकता न कहता न सुनता जगत चेतना हूँ अनादि अनंता जगत चेतना हूँ अनादि अनंता न मन हो न बुद्धि न चित्त अहंकार न जिव्या नयन नासिका करण द्वार न चलता न रुकता न कहता न सुनता जगत चेतना हूँ अनादि अनंता जगत चेतना हूँ अनादि अनंता ना मैं प्राण हूँ ना ही हूँ पंचवायु ना मैं प्राण हूँ, ना ही हूँ पंचवायु, ना मुझ में घृणा, ना कोई लगाव, न लोभ मोह ईर्ष्या, न अभिमान भाव, धन धर्म काम मोक्ष सब अप्रभाव, न मन हूँ न बुद्धि न चित्त अहंकार, न जिव्या नयन नासिका कर्ण द्वार, न चलता न रुकता, न कहता न सुनता, जगत चेतना हूँ अनादि अनंता, जगत चेतना हूँ अनादि अनंता, ना मैं प्राण हूँ, ना ही हूँ पंचवायु, ना मैं प्राण हूँ, ना ही हूँ पंचवायु, ना मुझ में घृणा, ना कोई लगाव, न लोभ मोह ईर्ष्या, न अभिमान भाव, धन धर्म काम मोक्ष सब अप्रभाव, मैं धन राग गुण दोष विषया पर्यंता, जगत चेतना हूँ अनादि अनंता, जगत चेतना हूँ अनादि अनंता, मैं पुण्य न पाप सुख दुख से विलग हूँ, न मंत्र न ज्ञान न तीर्थ और यज्ञ हूँ, ना पुण्य न पाप सुख दुख से विलग हूँ, न मंत्र न ज्ञान न तीर्थ और यज्ञ हूँ, न भोग हूँ न भोजन न अनुभव न भोक्ता, जगत चेतना हूँ अनादि अनंता, जगत चेतना हूँ अनादि अनंता, ना मृत्यु का भय है न मतभेद जाना, न मेरा पिता माता मैं हूँ अजन्मा, ना मृत्यु का भय है न मतभेद जाना, न मेरा पिता मात मैं हूँ अजन्मा, निराकार साकार शिव सिद्धि संता, निराकार साकार शिव सिद्धि संता, जगत चेतना हूँ अनादि अनंता, जगत चेतना हूँ अनादि अनंता, मैं निर्लिप्त निर्विकल्प सूक्ष्म जगत हूँ चैतन्य रूप और सर्वत्र व्याप्त हूँ, मैं निर्लिप्त निर्विकल्प सूक्ष्म जगत हूँ चैतन्य रूप और सर्वत्र व्याप्त हूँ, मैं हूँ भी नहीं और कण कण रमता, जगत चेतना हूँ अनादि अनंता, मैं हूँ भी नहीं और कण कण रमता, जगत चेतना हूँ अनादि अनंता, ये भौतिक चराचर ये जगमग अंधेरा, ये उसका, ये इसका, ये तेरा, ये मेरा, ये भौतिक चराचर, ये जगमग अंधेरा, ये उसका, ये इसका, ये तेरा, ये मेरा, ये आना, ये जाना, लगाना है फेरा, ये नश्वर जगत थोड़े दिन का है डेरा, ये आना, ये जाना, लगाना है फेरा, ये नश्वर जगत थोड़े दिन का है डेरा, ये प्रश्नों में उत्तर हूँ निहित दिगंता, जगत चेतना हूँ अनादि अनंता, जगत चेतना हूँ अनादि अनंता, जगत चेतना हूँ अनादि अनंता। Please continue your meditation, friends. आत्मा ने परमात्मा को लिया, देख ध्यान की दृष्टि से, आत्मा ने परमात्मा को लिया, देख ध्यान की दृष्टि से, प्रकाश हुआ हृदय हृदय, बेड़ा पार हुआ, आ, इस सृष्टि से, आत्मा ने परमात्मा को लिया, देख ध्यान की दृष्टि से, प्रकाश हुआ हृदय हृदय, बेड़ा पार हुआ, इस सृष्टि से, है एक ओंकार निरंजन निरंकार, है अजर अमर आकार विश्वाधार, मन भजे शिवोहम 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 शिवोहम, है एक ओंकार निरंजन निराकार, है अजर अमर आकार विश्वाधार, मन भजे शिवोहम 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 शिवोहम। भूख में तप से तप रहा, भोजन पीछ पटाए, विलप में साधु हंस रहा, अपना ही उपजा खाए, शेष अशेष विशेष में समर्पण के भाव में शिवोहम 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 शिवोहम। भूख में तप से तप रहा, भोजन बीच पथाय, विलप में साधु हंस रहा, अपना ही उपजा खाय। शेष अशेष विशेष में समर्पण के भाव में शिवोहम 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 शिवोहम। ठहर शांत एकांत में साध के मूलाधार, सर्जन स्वाधिष्ठान से सूर्यमणि चमकार। विशुद्धि आज्ञा सहस्रार तक गूंजे अनाहत, शिवोहम 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 शिवोहम। ठहर शांत एकांत में साध के मूलाधार, सर्जन स्वाधिष्ठान से सूर्यमणि चमकार। विशुद्धि आज्ञा सहस्रार तक गूंजे अनाहत, शिवोहम 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 शिवोहम। खाली को तो भर दिया, भरे में भरा न जाए। पानी पे प्यासा रहा, तट पे बैठ लगाए। प्रश्न व्यसन में उलझ उलझ हाँ फिरता गया जन्म, शिवोहम 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 शिवोहम। खाली खो तो भर दिया, भरे में भरा न जाए। पानी में प्यासा रहा, तट पे बैठ लखाए। प्रश्न व्यसन में उलझ उलझ हाँ फिरता गया जन्म, शिवोहम 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 शिवोहम। दाता 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 Please continue your meditation. दूर उस आकाश की गहराइयों में एक नदी से बह रहे हैं आदि योगी। दूर उस आकाश की गहराइयों में एक नदी से बह रहे हैं आदि योगी। शून्य सन्नाटे टपकते जा रहे हैं, मौन से सब कह रहे हैं आदि योगी। शून्य सन्नाटे टपकते जा रहे हैं, मौन से सब कह रहे हैं आदि योगी। योग के इस स्पर्श से अब योग में करना है तन मन सांस शाश्वत सनन सननन प्राण गुंजन धनन धननन सांस शाश्वत सनन सननन प्राण गुंजन धनन धननन उतरे मुझ में आदि योगी। उतरे मुझ में आदि योगी। उतरे मुझ में आदि योगी। दूर उस आकाश की गहराइयों में एक नदी से बह रहे हैं आदि योगी। शून्य सन्नाटे टपकते जा रहे हैं, मौन से सब कह रहे हैं आदि योगी। योग के इस स्पर्श से अब योग में करना है तन मन सांस शाश्वत सनन सनन प्राण गुंजन धनन धननन सांस शाश्वत सनन सनन प्राण गुंजन धनन धननन उतरे मुझ में आदि योगी। उतरे मुझ में आदि योगी। उतरे मुझ में आदि योगी। योग योग धारा चलत छन सांस शाश्वत सनन सननन प्राण गुंजन धनन धननन उतरे मुझ में आदि योगी। उतरे मुझ में आदि योगी। सो रहा है नृत्य अब उसको जगाओ, आदि योगी योग डमरू डगडगाओ। सो रहा है नृत्य अब उसको जगाओ, आदि योगी योग डमरू डगडगाओ। सृष्टि सारी हो रही बेचैन देखो, योग वश आए मुझे आओ भिगाओ। सृष्टि सारी हो रही है बेचैन देखो, योग वर्षा मैं मुझे आओ भिगाओ। प्राण घुंघरू खनाओ खनक खन खन खनक खन खन सांस शाश्वत सनन सननन प्राण गुंजन धनन धननन सांस शाश्वत सनन सननन प्राण गुंजन धनन धननन उतरे मुझ में आदि योगी उतरे मुझ में आदि योगी पीस दो अस्तित्व मेरा और कर दो चूर चूर पूर्ण होने दो मुझे और होने दो अब पूरा पूरा पीस दो अस्तित्व मेरा और कर दो चूरा चूरा पूर्ण होने दो मुझे और होने दो अब पूरा पूरा भस्म वाली रस्म कर दो आदि योगी योग उत्सव रंग भर दो आदि योगी भस्म वाली रस्म कर दो आदि योगी योग उत्सव रंग भर दो आदि योगी पीस दो अस्तित्व मेरा और कर दो चूर चूर पूर्ण होने दो मुझे और होने दो अब पूरा पूरा भस्म वाली रस्म कर दो आदि योगी योग उत्सव रंग भर दो आदि योगी बज उठे ये मन सितारे जनन जननन जनन जननन सांस शाश्वत सनन सननन प्राण गुंजन धनन धननन सांस शाश्वत सनन सननन प्राण गुंजन धनन धननन उतरे मुझ में आदि योगी योग धारा छलत चंचन सांस शाश्वत सनन सननन प्राण गुंजन धनन धननन योग धारा चलत चंचन सांस शाश्वत सनन सननन प्राण गुंजन धनन धननन उतरे मुझ में आदि योगी 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 Let us be in silence, dear masters, for 1 minute. I request you all to continue closing your eyes, and if possible, please listen to the message in this silence. This message is from Master Shiva, who is also known as Mahadev. This message is received by Master C.Aruna in the form of auto writing on 1st July 1994, 10:10 a.m. Master Shiva's message is as follows. While I know and am seeing that all of you are opening towards being perfect enlightened masters, I want all of you to be very serious about your present incarnations, its design, its challenges, and its lessons. And frankly speaking, I am all hats off to those masters who are also reading books to a large extent. I repeat, while I know and am seeing that all of you are opening towards being perfect enlightenment masters, I want all of you to be very serious about your present incarnations, its design, its challenges, and its lessons. And frankly speaking, I'm all hats off to those masters who are also reading books to a large extent. I have noticed that reading books has helped many of you understand highly and imbibe many emotional qualities and talents that were earlier almost nil or negligible. I sincerely want and wish you all the best of luck, and again advise you to read as many books as you can on a war footing to increase your awareness and consciousness. Reading books takes the reader into a realm of thoughtless mind and makes him travel through the author's viewpoint and understanding. I consider reading books as a part of a high level of meditation involving apt and proper understanding, which is essential for any master on the path of spirituality. Although I am a high level master than you all, yet I cannot help being jealous and happy at your group, its activities, the books you get to read, and your master Patrik. Well, now the message for your book. Basic man is an animal by instinct. In our cycle of evolution, all of us have reached the stage of being an incarnation of a man or woman through a lengthy process of many incarnations and evolvement, which involves a lot of mental understanding. I repeat, basic man is an animal by instinct. In our cycle of evolution, all of us have reached the stage of being an incarnation of a man or woman through a lengthy process of many incarnations and evolvement, which involves a lot of mental understanding. All of you, please note, nothing is involved in the process of evolvement other than basic understanding. I repeat, all of you, please note, nothing else is involved in the process of evolvement other than basic understanding. And as long as there is no basic understanding and common sense, meditation is nowhere within a man's vicinity. Once you cultivate basic common sense, you will wonder at the avenues thrown upon to your understanding, and only through a long sequence of basic understandings of various life situations and circumstances will you be led into spirituality. Just as any Tom, Dick, or Harry is not inducted into the military, so also not every person can jump into spirituality just like that, because spirituality is not a minor situation, a small affair, or a small interval in one's life. Spirituality is that area of the human psyche which paves the way to know your individual creator. Many might wonder as to what this individual creator is. Individual creator is a person who has created you. Each person is created not by one so called God, but by many masters who are called Overself. The Overself is a person who creates you. Unless one possesses knowledge of Overself and how an Overself creates you, knowledge of spirituality can be said to be only its basic level. It is not even the primary level of spirituality. So I repeat, individual creator is the person who has created you. Each person is created not by one so-called God, but by many masters who are called overself. The overself is the person who creates you. Unless one possesses knowledge of overself and how an overself creates you, knowledge of spirituality can be said to be only at its basic level. It is not even the primary level of spirituality. I repeat, unless one possesses knowledge of overself and how an overself creates you, knowledge of spirituality can be said to be only at its basic level. It is not even the primary level of spirituality. Every man should enter into meditation without leaving his family, social circle, society, and surroundings. Read a lot of books, not only Indian, but also Western and other parts of the world. Aim at knowing your basic emotional defects. Learn slowly but steadily to change these defects. Learn to improve your relationships with others and observe how they behave and their major positive points. Do you have them? And see how they can help you learn anything, not only spiritual. Growth can be only on the material front. Growth can be only on the material front. Suppose at all there is any test of spirituality, in that case, it is only on your material possessions like wife, children, husband, money, gold, land, house, and whatnot. All these are material possessions of an individual. The test from masters is usually on the most desired possession. I repeat, the test from masters is usually on the most desired possession. The more you can detach yourself and yet be attached and enjoy your material possessions, the more advanced and more evolved one becomes. I repeat, the more you can detach yourself and yet be attached and enjoy your material possessions, the more advanced and more evolved one becomes. There is comfort if things exist for such a person, and he is comfortable even without possessions. So, folks, a yogi is perfecting, enjoying being a bhogi with material possessions. There is comfort if things exist for such a person, and he is comfortable even without possessions. So, folks, a yogi is perfecting, enjoying being a bhogi with material possessions. You cannot become a yogi because you lack the basic essential common sense that sprouts only from meditation. You cannot become a yogi because you lack the basic essential common sense that sprouts only from meditation. And when you are a meditator, only then and only then, I emphasize again, can you become a bhogi attached to material possessions with detachment. And when you attain this state of the mental understanding, you automatically become like me, a Shiva, who can do anything he wants with the spiritual knowledge and understanding. I repeat, you cannot become a yogi because you lack the basic essential common sense that sprouts only from meditation. And when you are a meditator, only then and only then, I emphasize again, can you become a bhogi attached to material possessions with detachment? And when you attain this state of material understanding, you automatically become like me, a Shiva. And when you attain this state of the mental understanding, you automatically become like me, a Shiva, who can do anything he wants with his spiritual knowledge and understanding. I wish and want all readers to be a Shiva like me. Just start meditation, and I promise I shall help you a lot. Just make the basic beginning. I will take you to such heights of spiritual knowledge and understanding that you would be surprised with yourself. By the time Master C.Aruna received this message, it was 10:50 a.m. Let's be in silence for a minute and imbibe the wisdom given by Master Shiva. Let's come back from meditation if it is possible. If you want to continue meditation, please meditate, dear friends. Yes, thank you. Today's message is so very powerful. So, Master Siva is urging us to meditate, meditate, meditate. Then only we can gain that common sense with which we can live our life. And a real yogi is who, being with all the materialistic pleasures, he's enjoying the material comforts and yet is with detachment. And each moment, as and when we enter into spirituality, we realize. Previously also, before coming into meditation, there were many, many tests for us in this physical world. But probably we couldn't realize because we were not in that awareness. But when we are into this spirituality, when we are meditating, when our mind is being emptied with unwanted thoughts, when our mind is becoming calm, tranquil, we are connecting with our soul energies, our soul consciousness, the Almighty who is all pervading. We are connecting and realizing that we are that divine, we are that Almighty, and we'll be leading our lives with much, much common sense. That means doing whatever is needed in this present moment in the right way. As far as I understood, that is common sense. Tat kshana kartavyam. We understand what is our tat kshana kartavyam. As according to Patriji, he says tat kshana kartavyam is very important. And then we realize leading our life with common sense. We are progressing in the spirituality. That means we are improving that particular common sense which is needed to live a comfortable and a meaningful life, a peaceful life, a friendly life. The person who lives with common sense has many, many friends, and he is a friend to all because he is a man of or a woman of common sense. In this process, we clean ourselves from unwanted emotions. and we dwell in those emotions which are connected with our heart. And when we open our heart, we are connected to everybody's heart. Master Siva is also saying that he's there with us as and when we start meditating. He's with us and he is promising that he will help us in moving forward. Look at his kindness, his love, his mastery, his feeling of oneness, his all pervadingness. And yes, we are all Shivas. We are on the journey of realizing that we are Shiva. Every second, every moment of the time when we are on earth, on this Mother Earth, we should be with that Shiva consciousness. Yes, thank you. I request you all to please express your feelings or your experiences. Yes, Neelima.
Hi. Hi, Andy. Hope you can hear me, right?
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
Yes.
I'm clear, no? My voice
Yes,
is clear.
yes. Yeah. Wonderful. There was such a lovely meditation. Was always beautiful to meditate with your voice. So thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, Andy, for bringing such a blissful or cheerful voice, that we all can meditate and go to the deeper states. As always, there is magic. That's for sure. And coming to the message, this is very deep. Um, and what I have liked the most is that we keep on reading the books and we keep on sharing the wisdom that we have, and this is what our master Brahmarshi Patriji also have been saying since years. We have to meditate and keep on reading books and keep on sharing the wisdom, and also act with a sense of common sense as well, like according to the
Yes,
situation. It's not like we always have to be like, okay, we are such kind of persons, and we don't stick to that. We just act accordingly to the situation, and then we elaborate ourselves. We gain wisdom from everyone. So, and so thankful. And I think I'm thinking like I have to listen to the message once again, because every line you read, there's lot more to understand from Master Shiva.
yes,
So yeah, and
absolutely true.
and
Very
also while you're reading, we can catch also the emotion behind, that you have got from your words, and I got connected with that emotion as well, Andy. So
wow.
wonderful once again. Yes.
Thank you for meditating, Neelima. Thank you for attending the session. Thanks a lot for your, yeah, very true. Patrici always urged us to read books from every master. That's what he used to say. And yes, we have to learn and learn and learn. Thank you, Nima.
Thank you.
Wonderful
Thank you.
experience. Thank you. Sorry. Himlata auntie.
Thank you, Pavani.
Thank you, auntie.
Thank you. मुझ में ఆది ఉత్తర ఆది యోగి ఇంకా నో వర్డ్స్. ఆయన మెసేజ్ నుంచి కూడా నాకు కరెక్ట్ టైంలో భలే అందింది. చాలా బాగుంది. చాలా నేర్చుకోవాలి. ఇంకా నాకు చాలా టైంలో కరెక్ట్ గా భలే అందింది అనిపిస్తుంది. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Beautiful auntie. Thank you for coming and meditating,
Thank
adding
you.
your energies into the group. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And yeah, my auntie is saying that Adi Yogi has entered into her. That's what she is feeling. And this song has come at the perfect time for her, it seems. she's feeling very happy to listen to that song. Thank you. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you. Anything else? ఇంకా ఏమైనా చెప్తారా?
లేదమ్మా, చాలా బాగుంది. చాలా అసలు నో వర్డ్స్ అంతే. ఇంకంత ఫుల్ బాడీ అంతా నిండిపోయి ఉంది ఆనందంతో. నాకైతే ఆ మెసేజ్ చదువుతున్నప్పుడు ఆ పాట అప్పుడు కళ్ళమ్మటి నీళ్ళు అయితే అలా కారిపోయినాయి. తెలీదు అదంటే ఆనందంతోనే, ఎక్కడ అది అర్థం కాలే, అంతగా ఇన్వాల్వ్ అయ్యానమాట. ఓకే అమ్మ, థ్యాంక్ యూ తల్లి.
Thank you, Auntie. Hema ma'am is saying that she was in tears while listening to the song, and her body was filled up with those energies, and she was feeling that happiness, joy all through the meditation. Thank you. And while listening to the message of Lord Shiva also, she was feeling very, very joyful, blissful. Thank you, Auntie. And Deepa. Deepa? Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hi.
Akka, hi. As another participant, Neelima, just said, this message is, I think, very profound. It's too deep. Is it possible that you can type and send it to us in this group? I think we need to read it. At least I need to read it a couple of times to understand. It doesn't sound complicated, but there are many things to understand in this. I think you spoke
Sure.
about, this message spoke about not only meditation, but about reading books, right? So if you can type and send this, I think it will help us to read the message over and over to
Sure.
understand it better and deeper.
I'll
Also,
use
as Hemalata auntie said, that song Mujhme Utra Adiyogi, it was awesome. That was awesome. Thank you so much for bringing music again into this session.
Thank you, Deepa. Thank you so much
Thank
for attending. And very true, the message is very profound, and I'll surely pass it over to you. Thank you. Yes,
Auntie, I
Chandra?
think
ఇక్కడ
like we have been doing previously, probably you can take the pictures and share it in the group as well.
ఎస్
Yeah.
ఎస్, అది కరెక్ట్.
Yes.
నేను కూడా అదే చెప్పాలి.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it.
Wonderful.
Chandraji?
Yeah, actually, Pavani garu, నేను స్వర్ణను, నేను సార్
Yes.
ఐడి జూమ్ వాడుతా ఉన్నాను. సో థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. బ్యూటిఫుల్ మెడిటేషన్. యువర్ వాయిస్ ఇస్ వెరీ మెస్మరైజింగ్. And this Mujhme Uttara Adi Yogi is like really it filled with breath, full, because it's Adi Yogi itself is a breath, is a conscious form. So it's like as soon as you say that, it's that meaning itself, the bhava, filled with the full of consciousness and full of the bliss and joy. So beautiful meaning. And the message from Adiyogi is like, I was like on and off for connecting these 40 masters messages from you. And today I was so happy. Wow, Adiyogi attended. So I think it's for me. I have to learn from him. And I was like noting down some points. And you were mentioning like reading book is very, very important. And this spiritual path is not, you have to take it very seriously, and we have to follow it very completely. Or it is just like, for fun, just you attend here and there and take some messages or meditate here and there. No, it is really, you are trying to connect the creator, the over self that you mentioned. So that doesn't come just doing these activities in a simple way. You have to have very disciplined and very deep and very eager to learn, eager to know your over self, and you eventually ourself. You are trying to merge into ourself, so you become ourself. So it doesn't come so easily, right?
Yes.
We have to be, you mentioned that, so deep meaning, and it really increased my awareness and my seriousness towards the sadhana that I need to increase. And I know you mentioned spiritual, read all kinds of spiritual masters, because everybody had gone through that journey that we are going through, and everybody is giving the wisdom in a different point of view. So when we understand everybody's view, then our path becomes stronger, and the concept becomes very clear. So very deep points that you mentioned, Pawni Garu. Thank you so much. And the tests also, you mentioned the test. Masters give you test to see whether you are going, whatever the sadhana you are doing is right way, or and to increase the strength. Are you able to capable of strengthening yourself? Are you going to with the hold of the test that he is giving you? You take the test and again move to the next level. That's the only that's why we get test. There is no test, then you will be where you are. So
Yes.
we have to take every test as a positive test. If we are stuck somewhere, some messages you'll get, and take that and hold on to that. Tests can only take you to the next level, nothing else. So beautiful. So yogi, bhogi, it sounded like very few lines, but when I was going through it, there's very deep meaning. And when you become yogi, you enjoy everything, but still you detach from everything. Even you have a beautiful palace in front of you, but the same joy you got, you have joy within you. Nothing is compared to the outside world, right? And we understand that we are the creator of that, whatever we are seeing, the beautiful world. So where is the attachment, right? So thank you for everything.
You have summed up everything wonderfully. Yeah. Lord Shiva, Master Shiva told that take meditation seriously. And these are the words said by Brahmarshi Pitama Patriji when he last came to Delhi. He addressed the audience, and that was his last words here in North India, in person, physically. So it was very powerful. He was saying with the utmost seriousness that become serious. Now it's high time. You have to take meditation seriously. That's what he told. And now Master Siva is reminding of Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji's words to me. And because of you, I remembered those words. Thank you so much, Swarna ma'am. And aptly said, every minute is a test for us. We only realize that every minute is a test only when we undergo and when we start our spiritual journey with awareness. We feel that we are doing the spiritual journey, but then and only then we can understand that a test is going on, and then we can become aware. We won't indulge ourselves into that emotional flow. But yeah, there are emotions are very important, but we should observe those emotions, and we should undergo the emotions in an observer state. That's what Master Shiva is saying. Then only we can enjoy this materialistic world, materialistic pleasures or comforts. And yeah, this is a great learning. Many think that mm, uh, actually we are all very well trained by Brahmarshi Pitama Patriji. He always be a bhogi. Matlab, that means when we meditate, we become bhogis. We enjoy life. We really understand how to enjoy life. Before, for each and everything, we are drowned in those sorrow and sadness. And when something is, we feel happy, we are elevated. And when something which is not good for us, that means when we feel sorrow, we are again let down by the sorrow. and it shouldn't happen like that. Yeah, there are emotions of happiness and sadness. We should address them, but with awareness. And when we are aware, we get to understand many things, and that is our real spiritual growth. As a soul, we evolve. So thank you. Thank you, Swarna ma'am, for being with us. Thank you so much.
So much. The last I missed was the common sense. Patriji sir always mentioned, like, have a common sense, have a common sense. Everybody uses a common sense, but nobody uses that common sense. And the common sense should be there in each and everyone, because it's a common. The word itself has common. It has to be common in everybody, but nobody has that common sense. So he sweetly mentions that why you have to open your mouth, where you have to close, you have to close, where you have to open, you have to open. So those words are still resounding in my head. You should not just close your mouth.
It should resound.
Yeah, he's very about your Vakshetram. He's very serious, very strict about Vakshetram, how to use. So since then, from words only, I got some common sense. I get to use some common sense. So thank you so much. Beautiful.
Thank you, Savarna ma'am. So Patriji says that he's a man of common sense. He always used to say, I'm a man of common sense. And spirituality is equal to common sense. And here Master Shiva is saying about common sense, its importance. We can get that mastery over common sense only when we meditate. Now I'm feeling that urge to tell you what my insight is. When we meditate, our mind gets calmed down, and we can understand what to do and what not to do. That is the sense which meditation gives us. So yes, thank you so much, Swarnaji. Yes, Sharda Garu.
I think Annapurna ma'am has raised before me.
Okay, before you, I didn't see that. Yeah, it's okay. Speak up. I'll ask her to speak up afterwards.
Okay. So thank you so much once again, Pavani garu. It's so I can't put my feelings in words for the first time. I can't express no visions, nothing I could see, but only initial time I could clearly saw the face of Mother Teresa for the first time, and later on when I kept on meditating till the till your sharings. So then I couldn't feel any difference between me and I can't say it's Lord Shiva, but the higher conscious, I could say. So I couldn't feel any difference. I felt like it's me. There is no difference in me and the higher conscious. So this feeling that surrounded me and also in me, like I felt I'm everywhere.
Wow.
So we all are we all are there. We are all there in each and every conscious. We are present in that, though we know, though we can sense or not. And I till now I haven't gone through the message of Master Shiva. But while you were reading, I could recollect one of the message of Mahavtar Babaji, that about 3 types of happiness: bliss, soul level happiness, and mental happiness. So he said that the Brahmananda Sthiti is the Brahmananda Sthiti is the ultimate happiness. So that comes that you will experience only in meditation, only when you meditate.
then the soul level happiness. So this soul level happiness is like when you connect with your soul, when you do service without any intentions, with pure intentions, without any expectations. This is every soul urges for the service, and this is what the soul level happiness is. So when you connect with the soul, when you work with the soul, that's the soul level happiness. And the mental happiness, what Mahavatar Babaji and also Lord Shiva says, the physical attachments with the physical materials, when you experience that happiness. So though you are experiencing that physical, that means the materialistic things, the ultimate you have to go is the Brahmananda Sthiti, the soul level happiness. So at last, he shared the line that this mental happiness is temporary. So when you meditate, you will know the real happiness, what the real happiness is. So what I felt from this message is, so it's giving much importance on meditation. The whole this message is nothing but what we heard from Patri sir. And I felt like that we so many languages we see, we hear, and we read books, but the language of the soul, we have to understand that. We have to know our soul language, and soul doesn't have any language. So it's just an experience, it's just a feeling. So that feeling we have to understand. When we understand our soul language, we can easily connect with any being, whatever it is. So he Shiva, Master Shiva, he always he has nothing, he has no difference between his soul and the body. So why we have to make that difference? So why not we always connect with our soul? It has all the answers. So, and also in a Celestine prophecy, what the book I read, it is mentioned that life is nothing but full of spiritual tests.
Yes.
Though we know or not, though we meditate or not, we are undergoing spiritual tests.
Yes.
Everyone. So that test is nothing but when we evolve through the test. So beautifully put by Swarna ma'am. So we evolve through all these spiritual tests. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Vandana. Thank you, everyone.
Wonderful sharing, Sharda garu. Yes, superb. Whatever Master Shiva is saying, we already heard from Patriji. That's the reason he was saying that I am jealous of your whatever you are undergoing with in the presence of your Master Patriji. So he's so feeling also proud, happy. I'm looking at our progress, and he promised that he will help. Always he'll be there with us. So let us not forget this, my dear friends. A promise is a promise from a master. Yes. Yes. Okay, Shardagaru. Thank you. Anything else, Shardagaru?
No, Panya, thank you. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Neelima, yes, Neelima.
No, it's just that I wanted to share. Sharda ji mentioned the beautiful point that we all have to listen to the language of the souls, because when we understand the essence of the soul, then there is no language barriers, because everyone can understand everyone. And as she was mentioning, that's the really the beautiful point. When we understand about ourselves, all the answers are within us. And it's just that we go through all the tests, but we are the ones who also come with an answers, with some experiences of ours and what we have learned. And that's all is the essence of the life, right, that we are going now. And beautifully kept, Sharda garu. So always grateful also to your wisdom. And
Yes.
yes, yeah.
Very
Thank you,
beautiful. And I
Nilima.
want to add one more point to Nilima's point, that when we understand ourselves, when we connect with our soul, we can understand everything in this world. That is also there. I think
Yes, yes.
I'm here, I'm yet to experience that. Yeah, I'm
No, we are
grateful to.
learning from every stage, right? Like, for example, a child from LKG cannot understand like the first class concepts. So we are evolving at whatever stage we are. Like, for example, if my brain can think only point A, I'm still learning that point A, how to reach that, and from there to point B. Like, so we are like doing the baby steps, and whatever we are, it's just that we only have to have the pinch of that um, thing that we always have to progress. That's it. Yeah. And then we keep on evolving. Yeah. So
Thank you so much, Nilima.
wonderful, wonderful,
So,
Auntie.
anything else, Nilima?
Not from my side, Auntie. So thank you so much for the beautiful
Oh,
session. Yeah.
Annapurna ji, please come up.
Pavani, thank you. Session is excellent. The singing and lyrics are so nice. In spirituality wise, still we are in
Thank
a
you.
starting stage, so we can't express like everybody. But slowly we are trying to improve. So I think we have to go through the books, study deeply, and then only I can come to the normal stage. Thank you, Pavani.
You have already started, so please appreciate yourself. It's a wonderful thing
Thank
that
you.
you started meditating, and every word from a meditator is precious, undoubtedly. Yes. Thank you for meditating. Thank you for coming in the session. Okay. I think the sharings are finished, and Raksha ji, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, all of you, friends, and giving us motivation to do the session. Thank you. Please join Beam sessions because there are wonderful sharings, wisdom, and beautiful meditation sessions are happening. So yes. Anything else, or can we wind up?
Yeah, we
For
can
today?
wind up, Auntie. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the beautiful section. So, and thank you all for joining, my dear friends. And tomorrow we'll be meeting for the morning session by Master Raksha and Usha as well. So thank you all. Until then, have a lovely time. Yes.
Yes,
Auntie,
yes.
just once I will stop the live. Yeah.